Okay, YouTube. Wait, I think it's up. Yeah, I think it's up. Yeah, YouTube output is up. Microphone's up. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Give me one sec. Now that I actually record the Twitch VODs, I probably should wait to do the full intro until I know that's up. So give me just a moment. I probably should get the YouTube vertical out too. I guess.
Conveyor.
No, shut up, Twitch. No, I don't care about you, Twitch. Yes, I'm now live. Yes, that's what you actually care about. Don't play my old VODs. Okay. That's now recording. And I should probably... Oh, I probably should get the YouTube vertical output up. Probably should. People actually, like, watch those now. It's super weird. People, like, are watching my streams, and, like, I don't know how to totally feel about it. I mean, it's cool. Thank you guys, by the way. But it's kind of crazy. Alright, get that put up. There it is. Come on, YouTube vertical. Come on, vertical. Come on. Come on. Yo, Pug, what's up? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm about to hop in the Discord voice chat if you want to hop in, too. I'm going to get into the server here in a second. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, now God, there's so many streams. Oh, there's so many. Wait. Let me get the... Get up. I am doing pretty good, actually. Had a couple of days off. Hung out with some friends. Did stuff. Hung out. Partied a little. Drank a lot. And hung out. And it was pretty great. So can't really complain. Thank you guys for being here. Now that all of the outputs are up, finally, well, first of all, let me mute this goddamn music. Because Project Zomboid is just... apparently too bombastic a game for me. Why don't we go ahead and just turn that off. There we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am, as always, your master of ceremonies, the Richard. Welcome in. Today we're playing Project Zomboid, and we're getting back into the server. What's up, Saul? Welcome in. All right, put all this aside and get in here. Is the server info actually different, or is it still... I saw that it got reposted, Pug. Thank you for doing that. But I wasn't sure if I needed, like, the new password, or if everything was still the same. I thought I saw stuff get reposted. It probably didn't get changed. Whatever. I'm just going to try connecting and see what happens. Let's just see what happens. No, I don't want to play a tutorial. I'm a pro. Probably. Maybe. There we go. Go. Oh, right. Mods. I did put in Vanilla Firearms Expanded. Okay. We needed to look up some actual, oh, I probably should, like, put the game on. That would probably be a good thing to do. We should put on some, it'll pop up here in a sec. We should put on some more melee weapon mods. Especially because Kinji really likes melee, and I really like melee too, so I'm not going to just put it on him. I feel like we should try to find some good melee mods, but I'm not sure how many there are. A lot of melee mods are kind of... I don't know. Is this not capturing it? No, it's still set to satisfactory. That explains it. There we go. Alright. There we go. Now everything's working. Has anyone started actually building yet? I probably should check the server. Wait, I'm going to hop in the voice chat. There we go. Okay. Has anyone started building anything? Yep, swap to Vanilla Firearms Extended. I am going to check. I do need to make sure I check that out while I'm playing today. Zombie fix mod. Okay. Doesn't look like we've started much yet. We're still kind of testing out. So, okay. Well, I mean, last time we went to Riverside... No, we stayed in Rosewood. What are the settings that we're using? I don't know. I don't remember. And that's fine. We're going to see how it goes. Muldra. I don't know. Vision back. Congrats, dude. I'm very happy. Yes, I'm glad to hear you got your vision back. For the love of God, I am very, very happy with that. Thank God. I am happy to hear that. Yes, holy shit. I was kind of worried about you for a little while, Saul. So I'm glad to hear your vision is back and not fucked anymore. Thank God. Not that you can't always listen to the VODs, but you know, for your own sake, I'd like you to be able to see Oh. Oh, anyway. Yo, what's up? Welcome in, welcome in.
Good evening.
Hello. You gotta say that more like a vampire. Good evening. Come on, be dramatic. Chew that scenery. Come on. Where are we starting?
Good evening.
Excellent! That's what I like to hear. It's either got to be vampire voice or full Donald Trump impression. One of those two things. You can't get away with just one. You got to do one of those two things. You can't just say it normally. Okay, now where are we starting? Has anyone started building anything in the server yet? Or are we just kind
Yeah,
of winging it?
we're based up at Muldraw.
Okay. Okay. Give me one sec. I'm gonna lower this just a bit. No. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna lower the Discord volume just a bit. Okay. Out in Muldra. I'll meet you guys there in just a second. Where are you basing? Ooh, what do I do here?
Up north, the northern part, it's where the city ends, just before the forest and a bunch of the farmland.
A bunch of the farmland. Okay. All
Well,
right.
it's fields.
Anything in particular that we need, like a carpenter or mechanic? Anything in particular we're looking for? Metal worker? Or are we just kind of
A
winging it still?
burglar would be nice.
Burglar. Okay, I can do burglar. Ooh, or you know what? I could just go mechanic and level my electrical until I can just hotwire cars.
That would work too.
Yeah. Have to take like fast reader, but that's not that many points. Would mechanic be superior? Let me check what the actual points are.
I think mechanic is more expensive.
It still leaves me with 4 points. What does burglar leave me with? 0. Oh, but you get light-footed and nimble. Ooh. That actually, I think that's better. Ooh, no, I can just take nimble. Let me see. I'm thinking. How much would it be to take mechanic and then just get the extra points of nimble from the? Where is it? Is it runner? Which
It's,
one is the
it's fairly expensive, I think.
3 points for agile?
Okay.
So that's actually 1 point extra. I don't have light-footed or sneaking, but who the fuck is going to be sneaking? I'm not.
If you want, you can get excuse me, Killjoy and get Brave.
Oh, I'm definitely getting brave. I mean, well, let me see what else there is to get here. Let me see. Taking weak stomach. Slow reader. Oh, ooh, should I take slow reader? Because we can't speed up time. Ooh.
And that is a trap in multiplayer. I don't think you should take it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna take short-sighted. I'm gonna be building more anyway. I'm gonna be mostly trying to power level, so I'll take short-sighted. That's fine.
We're based up in a little ranch house sort of thing.
Gotcha. Take prone to illness, smoker. Oh yeah, I got plenty of points. Let me keep going. Anything else that gives?
You could do obese.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, on multiplayer servers, you're absolutely right. I always should do that, and then try to just lose the weight. Yeah, obese. Definitely taking obese. That leaves me with 24 points. Okay, I probably should try to like spend some of them. Take sharpshooter and strong.
Honestly, I would take strong.
Yeah. I'd like to have organized because those parts are really expensive.
Okay. You could get unfit,
Yeah.
or I took out of shape. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I want to take. I mean, having that and obese is a lot in the early game, but it does give me a lot of points. Maybe I'll just take out of shape, and then we'll see. Yeah, organized. Maybe.
And you got 5 more points.
Yeah.
You could get handy if you're planning on building a lot.
You have custom professions on?
Oh yeah. Oh, what's the specific mod that we're using? I don't know
I think it's just dynamic traits.
Just dynamic traits mod. I did see we got vanilla firearms extended or expanded. I'm very happy with that. And we should, like I said before, we should look for some like mechanics, some melee weapon mods too. But I don't know if there are any good ones.
They're either overpowered or too fantasy for what we're trying to do here, I think.
Gotcha. So, you got any ideas?
There is one mod that's pretty good. It adds a bunch of decent melee weapons, but they don't generate naturally. You have to find them in zombies.
Okay.
Excuse me.
For me, I always choose outdoorsman, so I ain't got to worry about getting sick. That means if it rains on me, it doesn't matter. If my character doesn't care.
I mean, I'm already taking prone to illness, so I'm already screwed if it rains.
And I normally used to use Junkyard Worker, because we used to have that on the multiplayer server.
Mm-hmm.
And Junkyard Worker gives you mechanic, welding, and forging.
Do you know which specific mod adds that?
No, I don't. I didn't run the server. I was just on it.
Oh shit! All right. Well, if you find out what it is, hey, we'll add it to the list of potentials. We still got. I mean, we're. I don't want to sound like I don't care about the server, but we will probably end up resetting it at least one more time because I mean the ultimate goal here is figuring out exactly what we want before build 42, and then even after build 42 comes out, we're probably going to have to because it's going to change a lot of stuff, especially with the combat and the distribution of like the loot and stuff. Actually, what is our loot distribution, loot table look like in terms of melee weapons and like guns? Is it all still on like the defaults for survival mode, or are we playing with that? Oh, I'm taking cat's eyes. Oh, that's it. Yeah, taking cat's eyes. 100%. That's it.
Someone just left the door open, the front door open.
Well, shoot them.
I don't think they're here.
Lame.
I know.
Also, the doors kept swinging open on their own. I remember that. That was always really annoying.
I died, actually. So I have to go back and get my stuff.
Nice. Okay, well, try not to die. Oh, I'm taking gymnast. Yeah, okay. That's good. Who am I? Lula Aaron. Let's play as a dude. I don't know. I want my multiplayer server to reflect me a bit. Hair type. Balding. I kind of like that, actually. The bald spot.
I can't remember where I did.
Buzz cut. God, that buzz cut, man. That's oof. It looks like that kid from Recess, the military one. Oh, what was his name?
The guy in ROTC.
Yeah, well, except they were in like middle school, so it was like the middle school equivalent of it or something. I don't know. Okay, Mr. Columbus Cheney. Who cares what his actual name is?
Hey man, you can always go with the New Vegas followers of the Apocalypse Doctor move.
That's a thing? That is. Wait. That's a thing in Zomboid? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's called a Mohawk.
Oh, that's right. Julie Farkas has that. I remember that. Wait. Where is that?
Yeah, because that definitely screams, I'm a competent doctor.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Especially in the apocalypse. You know how, like, having a hairstyle that screams, I spend 6 hours on this in the morning, is what really makes you think competent doctor. 100%. Absolutely. All right. Let's dive in. I'm not illiterate this time, which is going to be quite the change.
Well, what fun is that, man?
I know. I'm so lame. Welcome in, everybody in the chats over on YouTube, by the way. No. Shut up, Richard. Shut up. Thank you. Welcome in. Sorry, not all of the, especially the verticals have a habit of not showing up. But welcome in, guys. Glad to see you. Yeah, the vertical chats have a habit of not showing up in OBS. But welcome in. All right. Let's go. You said you're north of town? Let's see where the hell I spawn.
I can try to come get you.
No, I'll make it. Also, I'm in a really weird aspect ratio. Give me one sec here.
I mean, I have to come down there anyway to get my things, so...
Well, I'm kind of partial to the Dixie Trailer Park, so that's
I
where we
know.
always started.
Big fan of Dixie.
Lazarus, are you going to join the server?
Yes.
Oh no, man! I'm not
What?
joining him, John.
Get in here. Get in here.
Why
No,
not?
man, y'all ain't got my add-ons. I ain't worried about it.
All right, I'm taking all this.
Well, I mean, it don't have my add-ons either, but I'm still here.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for you. I ain't got no buses up in this place. I don't have no internal, areas. I don't have no box trucks. I don't have no Asian building set.
Holy crap!
Forget this, man.
No super bulldozer.
Yeah, ain't no super bulldozers in here. What am I gonna be doing in there?
Oh my lord!
God. Oh, hammer. Okay, I do have a weapon. Thank God. Screwdriver. And yeah, give me that. That. Yeah, I'm actually going to be power leveling my electrical, so I actually need that stuff for once.
And they won't let me teleport around the server throwing cards at people, so.
Absolutely. It's a multiplayer server. You got to be a little more role
Hold on,
play.
man.
Ah!
I used to teleport.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, that didn't take long. Okay. Well, why don't we go this way? Well, okay. Okay, we're gonna go this way.
Hey, on the last multiplayer server, I built my own teleport system.
That sounds cool as hell. Oh, okay. Fuck them zombies. Oh, that didn't take long. Wait, where are they?
I think they're behind your house.
Probably. Okay. Give me all that food. Hand it over. Shoot. Shut up. Come on, keys. No. Take the bandages, though. Thank God I'm strong. Carry all this shit. There? No. Okay. Alright. Ooh, survivor house. That's convenient.
Can you hear the fans running in here all the time?
I can't, but I have a fan running behind me because I gotta have the AC on because all these lights get hot.
Oh, they ain't. Normally it sounds like I'm on the Fridwin.
Sorry, if those fan noises are me, you guys are gonna have to get used to it.
Well, I don't hear your fans. But I know at times mine will.
Oh, fuck you! God, this is why I turn off the lunging. That's such bullshit. It doesn't even work half the fucking time. Fuck you! God! Oh.
Asbestos really likes his big mobs, don't he?
He does. Dear God! Yeah, I mean, it is a multiplayer server. There's a lot of, long-time Project Zomboid players in here, so we'll survive. It's not gonna be that bad.
Nah, man, if there's more than like 2 zombies, I don't get out the car.
Alright, should I head toward town? Probably not. It's just gonna be more infected. Ooh, you have a fire axe stuck in you. Yeah, give me that. God damn it, now I'm wounded. Okay. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ.
I think the spawns are a little on the high side.
A little on the high side. Just a bit. Just a bit. Okay. And I'm thirsty. Okay. Oh, drop that. I don't need that. Get out of here. Get out of my way. Assholes. Okay. Now, gotta make it north. North. Yeah, I figured. Okay. This is Bill 41, so I have to worry about zombies wandering in random clutches of trees. So I gotta try to be worried about that.
Well, it's really no better on 42. You just can't see them. They're still out in the trees.
No, nowhere near as much. Nowhere near as much as 41. 41, they're just like nonsensically just come on. Wandering in random farm fields and forests, and it just gets annoying. Come on.
Well, if you turn on God mode on 42, and then go through with the super bulldozer and just like wipe all the trees out.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you play on God mode, it solves a lot of problems.
Well, no, I was gonna say, you'll actually find out how many zombies are actually out there in the woods. There's a ton of them on 42. You just can't see them, and they don't show up like they do on 41.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
really no better.
I don't know about no better. Now, maybe the, if nothing else, they've made it so it's not as noticeable. Yeah, give me that.
Oh yeah, it's not as noticeable on 42. I'll give you that one. But they're still out there.
Perfect. Okay. Now, to try and not die. Where the hell am I? Pretty close to the main road.
At least 41 doesn't have that Rube Goldberg machine that they call a menu.
I mean, the menus
That's
are,
just
oh
horrible.
my god, the menus in both are really, really bad. Oh, that's right, I've been meaning to make a video talking about how I would improve the menus, giving, like, really specific stuff. I've been meaning to do that. I always feel kind of weird doing that, though. Like, you guys give me your thoughts. Like, just laying out, like, this is literally how you build a better oh my god! Jesus Christ.
Well, okay, like with 42 here. Yeah, when you talk about 42, they have just broke this down into nonsensical junk, basically.
The menus are like the game as a whole.
Well, if you can build a table, a bookshelf, a bed, I'm pretty sure you can carve a stick.
You know what?
No offense here, but I mean that's basic sense, man.
I'll 100% give you that. The separation of carving and, what is it called? Oh, this is a survivor house. Oh, hell yeah.
Well, it's the same way with, the metalworking.
Yeah, metalworking and what's it called? Being two different things was also stupid.
Or whatever, yeah.
What is it? Yeah, okay. What is it called?
If I can weld an entire car back together, and I can weld, fences, gates, walls, and basically make statues, I'm assuming that, I can make a hinge.
Well, clearly you shouldn't assume. Clearly that's on you, obviously.
Because most people who could, basically build, the statues from New Vegas up there sitting in the middle of the desert could probably, make a hinge.
Probably.
But you can weld that much stuff,
But see, you're thinking logically. That's your first issue. You're trying to logic this.
Well, I just look at it with common sense. Coming from a man who can weld, which I can also do carpentry because I took that too. I can understand how to sharpen a stick, and I can definitely, make a hinge. It's not that complex.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, being able to hand carve a table, I mean, that's cool and all, but can you carve a sharp stick? I mean, that's pretty difficult. That's a totally different skill set. I mean, are you sure carving and woodworking shouldn't be two different things? I mean, sharp sticks are pretty difficult.
I'm definitely sure. See, that's the problem with a lot of this stuff. They're trying to make it overly complex when you need to leave it simple. Mm-hmm. That's what my teacher used to tell us all the time. He goes, this is what you call somebody who has to go around their hand to get to the back of their thumb.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're making it overly complicated for no reason whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason they have is basically because they want to make it harder for everybody to figure out.
They do. That's
And the problem with that is when you make it harder for everybody to figure out, less people are going to want to play your game.
Mm-hmm. You can't onboard new players as easily. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Well, nobody wants to spend, 16 hours reading an Encyclopedia Britannica size set of books just to figure out your menu. It just ain't gonna happen. I mean, if I gotta figure out the star signs, I gotta go figure out, specialized points. I gotta figure out fragments of points and all this other random stuff just in order to carve a stick. You know what they gonna do all that?
Nope.
They gonna look at this and go, nope. Same thing. I shouldn't need a recipe for this stuff.
Especially when there are other options. Like, why spend all the time on carving when you can grab a baseball bat?
Yeah.
Like, why? If you can rely on that, like they're building so much stuff out to try to help out. Ooh, so people like 6 months down the line can play. It's like, yeah, but most players won't ever interact with that. Why am I still winded? I was just inside. What the fuck? God fucking damn it. I can't even fucking run. How the fuck am I still winded? I'm worse now. What the fuck? Ugh, whatever. Whatever. Project Zomboid being Project Zomboid.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not going to sit there and deal with all that. And, like, I installed a mod for 42 that gives me, it's called Common Sense Recipes.
Serious?
So I don't have to do all this. Why? Because I'm not going to go look for all these recipes.
Absolutely not. Yeah, no, the recipes are way too much. Like, requiring my personal favorite, and feel free to look on the Project Zomboid wiki to know that this is real. My personal favorite is making a bone club, which requires a bone and a piece of leather. Yep. You need a fucking schematic for that. So stupid.
No offense. As a child, I had a bone club. It was made out of a cow's jaw.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I didn't have a recipe for it.
Okay, Pug, now I may need picked up.
Because you know what happens when you wrap a piece of leather around, the bottom half of a cow's jaw?
It falls apart because you didn't have a recipe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over there and get you. I don't have a car.
Oh, shit. Well, this is not great. God fucking damn it. Fucking Project Zomboid being Project Zomboid. I didn't stop to have a fucking snack in a juice box while I was inside. I just stood and walked around, so how dare I. Therefore, my fucking fatigue got worse. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, a lot of this stuff seems a little on the stupid side.
Right.
Weight is definitely something that's just dumb. I mean, no offense, but I mean, I know everybody isn't a weightlifter. I get that.
Yeah.
But when I have jackets that they're way more than these guys can pick up, there's a problem with that.
Yep.
It's like if I took my real life jacket, one of them I got in my closet, and threw on my character, he'd be overweighted and wouldn't be able to run.
Yep, that's Project Zomboid being Project Zomboid.
It's like, what kind of person can't pick up like 12 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you're a feeble cancer patient who's 80 years old. I get it.
Half the guns in this game should be heavier than that.
Yeah. I mean, shotguns are not light.
No.
Rifles ain't either.
Okay, why am I, I haven't done that much physical exercise. How am I still at high exertion? There we go, now it's going down. Yeah, I know the weight, but still, honestly, it was ridiculous. Whatever.
Well, that's why. It's because you're overweight and it dropped your, endurance down.
What, now I'm overweight again? What the fuck? Fine, whatever, just drop more shit. Great.
Oh no, I made since your character was overweight when you made it. It lowers your endurance.
I know it does, but it's still stupid.
Oh, I didn't say it wasn't stupid.
Just said why it happened.
Yeah, I just know why it happens. I mean, I hate to tell these people, but sumo wrestlers who are very large individuals are extremely fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those dudes do not get out of breath quick. So just because you're big does not mean you're slow or low endurance.
Yep. Well, according to Project Zomboid.
Also, according to Project Zomboid, you got to have a recipe to put a piece of leather on a bone.
God.
Or you got to have a recipe to sharpen the stick. So, yeah.
Oh, Project Zomboid.
Now,
Oh, good.
like
We
I
have
said,
wearable
used to have-
cigarettes, at least.
We used to have recipes on the server for like solar panels. That, understand, you need a recipe and a book for it. That's a little on the complex side.
Yeah. That one I feel like is understandable. One of the
That's
few.
it. So I'll give them that one. But, you know, making a bow glove or most of the stuff they want done with their recipe is just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you should be able to make basically Adobe bricks almost anywhere.
Oh yeah, no, the forging and the amount of shit you need to forge just like basic bricks and building material is ridiculous. I'm still out of breath. Come on, catch your fucking breath already. Come on. Jesus, it's taking forever.
It's because they're overweight.
I'm not overweight now.
out of
No, I'm
shape.
not. Not now.
You died?
No, I just dropped some shit.
No, I mean
I'm
weight.
I'm at 15 encumbrance. I have 18. I'm strong,
No,
remember?
he meant physically you're considered overweight.
Oh, because
That's
I'm
why.
obese. Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Right. Ugh,
Not because you have too much in your backpack.
I'm still dumb.
Thank you, Lazarus.
Not because you picked up a Dixie cup and now your guy can't walk nowhere.
Well, I mean, actually, you described that like it's ridiculous, but it sounds exactly like Project Zomboid.
Yeah, oh, it is. Hey, I've actually had where you pick up a berry and your character is now overweight.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
I was
that sounds
using
about right.
foraging, and he picks up one berry off the ground, a blueberry, and he goes, "Up, I'm overweight." You gonna
Okay.
tell me one blueberry did all that?
Oh, there's apparently a bug where your endurance can get stuck, according to Timera. Okay, looks like that's not what happened here, but good to know. Have to keep an eye on it. Okay, got a couple on this side of the building. Let's take them out real fast. I'm assuming we have... oh, shit, that's more than a few. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
But to me, one of the best skills on here you can get is foraging.
And
You
I'm
don't make-
fucking winded. Whatever.
You know what
Just...
makes foraging so good? Is you can find anything. And I do mean that. Like if you see a pile of trash in the ground and you
You
click the
fucking
forage button,
kidding me? What the fuck? Where the fuck are these guys coming from? Okay, whatever. And I'm overexerted. Whatever. Okay, whatever.
you can find like welding torches, backpacks, all kinds of stuff. It's insane.
Alright. Okay, Pug, how far are you guys out up north?
Well, where are you?
I am currently at the Sunstar Motel.
Are you on the interstate?
Yeah.
Just keep heading that way until you hit the yellow building at the very edge of town, and I'll come get you.
Gotcha. I'll meet you over there. We should consider taking over the Sunstar, by the way. It's a great basing location. Especially for a multiplayer server.
There's just so many, though.
It's not too bad right now. Oh, there's a lot on the inside, though.
Also, the sign lies.
Oh, boy.
You ever paid attention to what the sign outside says?
What does it say? Vacancy?
Well, no, it says color TVs and air conditioning in every room. There's not a color TV or air conditioners in any of the rooms.
Well, that sounds like a cheap-ass motel in rural Kentucky. I mean,
So it's straight up lie.
they're accurate. They're accurate. I mean, you remember how motels were in the 90s. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I remember that.
Well, I never stayed at a hotel. We always had a camper.
Okay. Oh, so you probably pulled up to a motel to, like, charge your stuff or something. You remember how it
No.
was.
No, we never had to, man.
Death's Legion multiplayer. Ooh. Hey, Timera, or anybody who wants to... Oh, I see somebody's been here, set up a generator. anyone who wants to provide suggestions for mods we could add, please, please, please feel free to check out our Discord and leave suggestions. Even if you don't necessarily want to join, I would love to take as many suggestions as you have. Would love to get those. Love to get suggestions on mods we can add.
You might want to check with some tile sets, so you can for building, so you get better building sets than what they got.
Well, let's not. Okay, I will say buildings. Well, actually, yeah, for building a base. Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, we got to be careful of like not taking anything that's not gonna like hopefully allow us to like jump straight with our same mod list, hopefully into 42. I don't know if tile sets are gonna port directly. Because most of, like, you know, even, like, the firearms mods, most of them do. I don't know about tile sets, though. I don't know, do you think they would? Like, would they be, a
Oh, some
problem
of them already
switching over?
do work with 42.
Okay.
Because I have 472 mods installed.
Nice! Nice! Hell yeah.
I installed almost every mod they got.
Hell yeah.
Well, I figure if I don't want them, I can always just turn them off.
That's true. It's always good to have them, especially since you don't have to download them then.
Yeah, well, that's all it is. Just basically, if I have them, I can just use them whenever I want. And if I decide that they're complete garbage, I just disable them.
Mm-hmm. Good policy.
And I got the hard drive space, so I might as well use it.
Well, you're using a server, right? So may as well.
Yeah.
Got nothing.
Actually got 3 servers in this room right now.
Jesus Christ. Alright, hey, whatever works.
Well, one I use for the cameras outside, you know, for security.
You're not
one I
secretly a
use is a media
doomsday
server.
prepper, are you?
Nah, man. No, the other one I use that one for a media server, and then I use this one for like gaming and my normal stuff. Then I did have one of those. It was like a cheap, what do you call them? Like camera system from Harbor Freight.
Okay.
Anyway,
Love
it
Harbor
came
Freight.
with- oh yeah, well it came with like a 5 gig hard drive, and it was the worst thing. It wouldn't even record more than like 15 minutes.
I was gonna say, I love Harbor Freight. I cannot imagine ever buying electronics there.
It wouldn't record more than like 15 minutes for a reset. Anyway, the place got robbed one time. I went to go check the thing, found out it had like no hard drive, basically.
Jesus Christ, what the hell's happening in the Carolinas?
Oh, this happened quite a while back. That's why I got all the cameras, you know,
Well,
all
that's
set up
smart.
properly.
Good you're taking security
Because they
seriously
happen
after
once.
that.
Yeah, because it happened once, and I was like, yeah. Well, I had like a couple cheap ones out to begin with, and when that happened, I got better ones. Anyway, we got a building broke into, and I was like, okay, this time I'm just gonna make sure I got plenty of hard drive space.
It's a good
So-
plan.
It's like a really crappy, cheap server, but it's got a lot of hard drive space.
I was gonna say, I mean, if it works though, if it
Yeah, it's
fulfills
just
the
for
needs
that.
you need.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm, using it to game on or do anything real, functional. Just keeping my security camera footage.
Yeah. Okay.
But it keeps like a month's worth of footage at a time, so.
Well, there you go. God damn.
And every month it just resets. So
Okay. Still making my way downtown, trying not to die. Walking slowly, actually, because I'm obese.
hey man, your guy's built for style and comfort.
Exactly. Yes. Someone gets it.
Well,
still
it's
gonna have a smoke.
like my one professor always said, man. He goes, always remember, anybody can do anything. He goes, but can they do it with style? Style is what counts.
It's a good point.
He goes, because you can write a program, I can write a program. He goes, but whose program's going to look better and who can be stylish while doing it?
That's how Steve Jobs blew up.
Well, it's actually how Windows blew up. Because originally, if you think about how Windows, what was it, 3.1? It ran like garbage. And Windows 95 crashed all the time. So why did people use it? Because it
was
looked
cool.
good. It was easy and it looked good. They didn't use it because it was functional. DOS did a better job. It never crashed.
I see somebody's been over here.
But if somebody, is going to use a program, normally they want something that's going to look good and be easy. And that's something that the people at Project Zomboid are going to have to learn about the context menus.
Yes. God damn it. Okay.
Because if they make it too complex to use, people are like, nope.
Yep. People won't, that's always the issue when it comes to difficult games in general, because you have to still be able to onboard new players, you know? And that's why I always talk about onboarding new players, like, all the time. It's like, you can't get to the point where you're alienating people who just download the game and want to play a fun zombie game, you know? You're already asking them a lot when you tell them, by the way, you're just going to die, there's nothing you can do about it your first 14 runs. You're already asking a lot, and that's okay, but you are. So you should make every other aspect of the game as easy as possible, you know? Like, that's one of the reasons why Dark Souls does well, because they make their mechanics extremely easy. Dark Souls is a very hard game, but mechanically, it's a very simple game. Perfect. Yo, Pug, where are you? I got a car.
There's a shotgun on the side of the road that I left
Oh, shit.
when I had to escape. So if you want it, you can have it.
Well, I already found 2 pistols. Yeah, actually, I should dump some stuff into the seat here. One sec. Yeah, all these canned goods. Found a lot of stuff. A couple of revolvers.
Where are you right now?
They don't seem to understand this.
Headed north of town.
Are you by the yellow building? The very last yellow building yet?
No, not yet. Also, let me move these to the back seat, actually, so you can get in.
That when you make things extremely hard, like, okay, when I came into 40 Moon, and I had never played Project Zomboid, don't get me wrong, my character got killed like a dozen times before I got going anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And I quit the game for quite a while. Because I'm like, this game is just too hard. I'm not playing this game, it's just too hard. Okay, so then later on, I got where I wanted to try it again, and I tried a couple more times, kept getting killed, and again, I quit playing for a while. But if it would have been like 42, I'm gonna tell you this now, I wouldn't have picked it back up again. I would
get
have
it.
said no.
Honestly. It gets a little bit ridiculous.
If I had to deal with all that muscle strain, constantly being tired, that Rube Goldberg machine context menus they got, no, man. I would have said nope. Because, like, on 41, if I right-click to build,
That was nice. That change to the carpentry system was honestly kind of unfortunate.
I was like, I like this. I can, build me a
I
wall.
overshot it.
I can,
There is a gigantic horde outside.
Outside where you are?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll swing by and grab you. My front seat's open. Where are you? Oh, wait, I should be able to see you. Are we in the same... Oh, wait, I think
you went too far.
Yeah, give me 1 sec here. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of zombies. Do we have respawn on?
It seems like it because that horde wasn't there 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem when you play multiplayer. Respawn kind of works really weird, to be honest.
It does.
And I remember, playing on the other multiplayer server with Malik and them, and I would literally go down to like the Generac factory right down here below the little, what do you call it, trailer park.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, on the way back up, the road would just be covered in zombies.
Yeah, the way the hordes...
And it was just
I'm
crazy.
at this little house, northeast of the yellow building.
Okay, I want to create a faction so I can see where you are, but I can't. I literally cannot find a place I can pull over where there's not zombies that are going to instantly crowd me. Okay.
Honestly, I think it's too much.
Yeah, I think this
Yeah,
is
it
too
is.
much. Okay, let me see.
I mean, you're going to be shocked if you ever get here and see how many zombies there are. I mean, my God.
Where are you?
If
Okay,
you pull up your map, I'll
invitation
be able
should be
tell
sent to you.
Hmm?
I sent you an invitation to join a faction.
I'm already in a faction.
Oh, shit. I didn't see any. Okay, well, that
No.
faction does not include me, so I can't see where you are. Okay.
Hang on, I'll leave it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna disband
Too
this
late.
one.
Send me the invite.
Okay.
You got the wild safe houses mod in.
God damn it. Literally can't take 5 fucking seconds. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ! These things are just like growing out of the ground like fucking weeds? Oh, are you guys based at Smokies? The restaurant?
It's
There's a generator outside and a shitload of dead zombies.
we've killed a lot of people there, but we're at the little house beside it. Look on the map, you'll see me.
Ah, there you. Oh, wow. Oh, you're way the fuck out there. Okay. Okay. Okay, you're along like
Oh, dude, you're at that like
dirt
farmhouse
fucking
in the middle
road.
of nowhere, ain't you?
Can I even get there in the car? Yeah, I think so. We're gonna try it.
If you want to try going up north, there's a road that leads to it another way.
Yeah, if you go down that paved road right up above Dixie.
Yeah,
There
but that
should be another
bend was
road
just
that leads
crawling
in.
with zombies last I got there. This is actually probably safer. Even though there's still zombies, but... Yep, wow. There's quite the horde out here. Okay. Well, lost one of my mirrors, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm pulling up now.
Who puts a base way up there, man?
I mean, at least it's
In about a
concealed,
week,
I
you won't be able
guess.
to drive out. Not in a week, you won't be able to drive out there. Because
Oh
the
my
trees gonna be
God.
all grown up.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is too much. Yeah, no single person can literally be on the server without dying. That's too much. This is too much. That was kind of the issue out of the last one, too. It's like, for when there's 3 or 4 of us with... Oh, shit! You okay? When there's 3 or 4 of us with shotguns, it's whatever. But when it's only 1 or 2 of us, it becomes, like, insurmountable. I see somebody was piling bodies over there.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the problem you have when you leave somebody in control who just loves giant hordes.
Well, I mean, we're
He's a really good
we're
fighter. No
experimenting. It's not like a singular. I mean, I was also for us having large population, but it's just this is
What?
it's just finding the balance between so where like one person can exist on the server without being mobbed immediately. Okay, where should we head?
Well,
Should
I
we head to
think
the
it
like
depends on
Dixie
the
Trailer
person,
Park or
man,
something?
to be
Somewhere a little
honest.
less. Jesus Christ, there's everywhere.
Well, it depends on the person, to be honest. I know, like, whenever we played on the other server with Malik, Twisted, and Shogun and them, like, Twisted and Shogun, man, they had no problems.
Well, I mean, yeah,
They could
but
wipe out,
I mean,
like,
this is
whole
going to be a
giant
little
hordes.
more casual. This is
they
going to
could
be
just wipe out
quite a
giant
bit more
hordes.
casual.
Me? No, man. I see 2 zombies, I get back in the car. Say, nope, I am not going out there with more than 2 zombies.
Pug, you got any ideas on where to head? Because I'm just kind of dodging right now.
I have no idea. We
All right.
could
There's a couple revolvers in the back seat if you want to grab one, by the way.
yeah, I
And some
grabbed
canned
one. We
goods.
could head to the crossroads and try heading west. Towards the
Jesus
West Point Factory
Christ.
District.
Jesus Christ. This is too much to just be in the middle of a fucking highway. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now they're thinning out. Literally where the sign is. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind.
Well, the Dixie Trailer Park's probably gonna be overrun too.
Yeah, it's probably going to be insane. I mean, if random houses in the middle of the woods are getting hit with massive hordes, I imagine that's going to be too. If that's actually a significant looting location, God, it's just everywhere. Just cover the ground. You ever seen those videos like that mice plague they had in Australia a few years back? It's just what that feels like, but with zombies.
Like on Dawn of the Dead, whenever they're sitting on top of the roof of the
Yeah.
mall and look out, and all you see is just zombies, like a mosh pit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God, fuck. Did you just reload?
Yeah.
Okay.
Given the way you're driving, I figured it'd be prudent.
Well, I mean, would you like to try?
Hey, well, at least the junk cars are slowing them down some.
Yeah, they're slowing us down, too. Thank God there was no horde over there. Oh, my God. This is too many. This is too many zombies. Again, maybe Bill 42's redistribution will help. No, this is too many to have just trying to make it down the road. This is too many. This is ridiculous. I guess now we're at the Dixie Trailer Park, and that's why. Why are they in the middle of the fucking road? No, this is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the Dixie Trailer Park right there.
Yeah,
That's the diner and the...
This distribution sucks. Yeah, this is insane. This is just trying to get down the highway. This is ridiculous. Jesus fucking
And this is also why you don't turn on an insane population. It's literally insane.
Yeah, this is way too much.
It's kind of in the name.
I don't even think this is insane. This is probably just very hard. That's what we went with last time.
Well, you got very hard. They weren't lying.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Outside of some shitty trailer park? What are you, serious? This is
Maybe there was a redneck party there beforehand. Man.
maybe. I don't know. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me.
Check out my All-Star Tires. Because honestly, All-Star Tires is normally void of most things.
Well, we'll see if that's
It's
true on
also
this.
void of loot.
Jesus Christ.
It never respawns loot for some reason.
Wait, you play with loot respawn turned on?
Yeah,
Oh, that's lame.
but All-Star Tires does not. Never. I've never had it ever respawn loot. It also doesn't respawn zombies normally.
You said to head west? Yeah, this is Jesus.
Well, that's what take you out to the farming districts.
Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna stop. for
There
a
should be
second.
some cars blocking the road up there. There always is.
Well, there's a couple areas we could head to. A couple remote houses and shit. We could try to clear this area. We could try to head back to Muldra. Pug, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm just following you.
Alright. Fair. Certainly don't want to go north to west side. Well, let's just see if we can clear out one of the farmhouses nearby. If they aren't absolutely packed with zombies. We'll see.
Actually, where you're heading, there's not going to be farmhouses. It's going to be farm warehouses.
Whatever works. Whatever's good shelter, we can get our bearings. And at least, be able to, at least hang out for a bit, figure out what the fuck we want to do.
Yeah, well, the farm warehouses don't normally have too many people around them.
Yeah, we'll see.
But getting there is a pain. But that's up the little
Check
dirt
these.
road that's coming up on your right.
Anything good?
Nah.
Nothing. That was a garbage bag. Guess I'll take it. You want to drive?
Sure.
I just remember where the cars always spawn on the multiplayer server, and that's to say I knew there was going to be some cars blocking the road. I kind of have an eidetic memory for things like that.
Okay, there's a couple small clusters of houses we can check out if we want to. Alright, keep going straight at the next turn. God damn, I'm thirsty already. Right, I took high thirst. God, my fat ass just can't go 5 minutes without eating or drinking something. Ooh, can I take this trauma bag?
It's got all of our medical equipment in it.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in the garbage bag.
I looted as much as I could before you.
You got a
Got
hell of a
there.
lot of stuff. That's good. Okay, I'm putting all our medical supplies in the garbage bag so I can use the trauma bag on my back. Okay, turn up here. Perfect. Do you want to try to search this car? It looks like it's smashed. Nah, just keep going. Who cares? At least the zombies aren't here. Thank God. Well, until we hit a building, and then suddenly it's going to go from 0 to 200 of them in a square block.
Yeah, there's all out here having a barn raising party.
I guess. I don't know. Whoa. Did it just suddenly turn daylight?
Yep.
Okay, take the next right. Past the next left. Alright, next turn. Should be a little dirt road on the right-hand side here soon. Hopefully won't have too many zombies in it. Right around here. Right there. Perfect. Here we go. Alright, let's get our bearings and see where we want to go. Oh, crafted spears.
Someone's already been here.
Yeah, looks like it. And left a lot of stuff. Hell yeah. Including a shotgun. I'm taking that. Yes. I love that alt history plush. Don't knock the alt history plush. How dare you, sir? Pug, you need a duty belt? There's another one on one of these dead cops.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, right on the one of the guys right on the inside of the door. I wonder if Asbestos made it out here. He would be bugging out to the woods. Fucking geek. I take geek as a compliment, sir. How dare you? Ooh, fanny pack. Give me that. Wait, where are my cigarettes? Oh, I just put them away. They were those plushies were weirdly expensive, I will say. I think I spent like $80 in total getting both of them. Something like that. Oh, metalworking. I do want that actually.
I've always liked the alternate history hub.
I love that too.
It's always been a pretty good, show.
One more Midwestern content creator who inevitably moved to Texas. Just like they always do. Bunch of rotten food. Melted ice cream, also rotten.
Same way with Oversimplified. I love watching Oversimplified.
Oh, I love History Oversimplified. He's great. Hell yeah. Oh, there's an outhouse back here. Oh, I can't search it. Dang. Where's that? I don't need that. Don't need that. Ooh, that's bloody as hell.
Yeah, on the other multiplayer server I was on, the funny thing was over outside Louisville where they have the military checkpoint,
Yes.
there was a zombie that was trapped in a porta potty. We left him in there the entire time. Could you imagine being the zombie that's stuck in the porta potty and you can't get out?
Basically die like Elvis. It sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, but he used to be on the porta potty door all the time. He could never get out. Just left him in there.
Alright, let's try to hit some of the houses nearby. There is a little town, but it's going to be crawling. Alright, yeah, we should try to find a gas station too, because this car doesn't have much, and we don't want to get stuck out here. Someone's been exploring a lot of Riverside, it looks like. Or not Riverside. What the fuck is that? That's West Side, that's Riverside. Someone's been all over there. Ah, I see somebody went to the gun store. Rosewood, March Ridge. Look, you guys have been all over. But this area wasn't marked on the map until now. I have no more shotgun shells. There's cigarettes all over the ground. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright. Anything else you want to see in here, or should we start hitting those houses? Yo, Pug. You didn't die, did you? Okay, he died. Anyway. Let's see. There's some warehouses to the south we can try and hit. Again, we should probably try to find a place with gas. There's probably some in this small town over here. But we're going to have to fight our way in. Let's poke our head to that little town. See if we can make it there. Oh, I don't have to... Oh, yeah. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Wonder who was here before us. Okay, I think it's this way. Yeah. Just around the bend and down the road. And 0 to 60. Not even worth clearing them. They'll just respawn. Ooh, let's see if we can get a key to one of these cars. Quick, 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 quick. Nothing. There's an empty gas can. It's worth taking. Find anything?
Yeah, that was a unnecessary change they made in 42 as well.
What's
now you
that?
gotta have like surgical tubing to drain a car of gas. Ridiculous.
Oh, this is the Pony Romo. That's where we are. Okay. I remember now. I remember now.
Yeah. What was wrong with the way we have been doing it this whole time? Yeah. Besides, it just overly complicates it when you add more steps.
Well, that's the theme of Build 42. Overcomplicate, 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 unfortunately.
I'm like, what was wrong with just us, pulling gas out of a car with a gas can?
I actually
we
like
all
that
know
you
what
need
you
the
mean.
tubing now. I actually do like that, to be honest. I wish it was a little more explained. Because, so that new players didn't feel so lost. But I feel that way about a lot of things, honestly.
Well, you
But
use the tube to actually suck the gasoline out to make
But
suck.
you don't need to do that.
You do.
No, you don't. You
You
take
do.
the top of the gas can off, you reach underneath the car, you take a screwdriver, you shove it in the gas tank.
Yeah, but that's not what you're doing in the game. Though.
Yeah, but again, we all know it's a game.
You put the gas can up to the car like you're refueling it, and you just get the gas magic.
Yes, but again, we all know it's just a game.
Yes,
just
but
like-
I don't see very many people climbing under cars in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, do you?
Yeah, I also
You
don't
have
think
to.
there's a lot of people who would know to do that. I certainly wouldn't. Maybe if you had a certain level of mechanics, you could do it without a tube.
I mean,
Because I know I've drained many a gas tank by just shoving a screwdriver into the gas tank.
Well, yes, but your experience with cars is not what everyone else's is.
All my experiences are probably not what most people's are.
Yeah?
that's what he just said.
We're not even to the
Well,
town
in
yet.
general,
We're not even at the town yet. Jesus Christ.
I just
mean-
meant in general.
We could turn around, go home.
You want to go back to
Holiday.
Muldra?
No, let's see what's happening here.
At least the actual individual houses don't look too bad. We could try clearing one of these at some point,
Uh,
but... Is it even
Well, there
worth
is
the
a
melee
house,
weapons and, like, the degradation or the bullets? That's kind of the
Outside.
problem with respawn, without having, like, any, loot respawn, just zombie respawn. It's like, is it even worth spending, like degrading your melee weapon? And that's honestly, like, a really shitty position for any player to be in. That's part of why I don't like it, but it's like, again, on a multiplayer server, it's just too easy otherwise, you know? I don't know.
I mean, 4 times is obviously too much.
Do you think it would be too
So
much
what
if
if-
there wasn't respawn? Like, if we could clear this town and know it would stay clear, do you think it would be... you would feel better about it? I think I would.
No,
No? Okay.
it's too much for me personally.
Okay.
I was going to say there's a house right outside of Muldrift that actually has an impenetrable fence almost all the way around it, except for like,
The fences
Ignore it.
break. We have a mod that lets them break.
Oh, why'd we
What?
install that?
that's just dumb.
So we can mimic 42, I guess.
Okay.
Well, in 42 it ain't bright.
In 42, some
Oh,
of
there's
them do.
cop.
The wooden ones don't, but the metal ones do now.
Well, the metal one shouldn't break it off.
I mean, they still need a
Because-
pretty big horde in order to break. Well, I guess I don't know what this mod does. But in 42, they need a pretty big horde.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Richard, you are the worst driver. in
Would
the
you
history
like
of
to drive?
cars.
Would you like to
I
drive?
drove fine, but we're not exactly.
You
in a
didn't drive
position
through
to
this horde.
cheat.
Just get out and go and get on the other side and drive. Hey, ignore all those zombies out there.
One moment, please, zombies. Let me and my friend switch seats. I'm sure they would be very kind to. The only thing you can hit in a 10-mile radius, you hit.
Hey man, it still ain't as bad as the guy that hit the one tree in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Literally. There ain't another tree for 400 kilometers in any other direction and they still ran into it.
Well,
That's a historical fact.
that's just stupid at that point.
That's funny as hell. Alright, here you go. Have fun. Get out and drive. Go. Have fun.
I will, thank you.
Yeah, because I know our fence out here got ran over by a gas truck. Ran into it. We have a metal fence. And it stayed still standing up.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
So they gonna tell me some zombies are gonna knock down a metal fence? Come on, man.
There's a lot of things that honestly barehanded humans, especially ones with, you know, rotten bones and skin, shouldn't be able to do.
Yeah, well, pretty much bust through anything made out of block, stone, or metal.
I'm gonna say, what the hell are you doing?
getting y'all killed. Just gonna get out of the car and just stand around waiting for them.
I mean, it's a
Yeah,
strategy, I
had
guess.
bit you through the window.
Oh, I was just messing with you, man. You be alright.
Door was shut. The window was up. I'm not sure how it bit me.
You got bitten? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Lovely.
unfortunately.
You got bit because the door wasn't closed.
It was.
It's
It was.
no,
I
it's
checked
a
before I even
glitch.
got in the car.
It's
I
a
mean,
glitch,
after I got in the
man.
car.
It's a
I
glitch.
guess, but it's a deadly one.
Because I had the same thing happen to me on the multiplayer server before. Sometimes the doors look closed, but they're not.
I know, but if you hold the V for the radio menu, there's an option to close the door, and I did that twice, and the door was closed.
Oh, it don't work.
What do you mean it don't work?
It don't work on the multiplayer server.
Well, shit.
Sounds like, yeah, that sounds like Zomboid.
Well, I guess it's time to yell at me.
Yeah, we got time. There's an industrial area up ahead. Okay, so you criticize my driving, right?
Hey, you hit 3 things in the span of 5 minutes. I've been driving.
There were a
2
hell of a
now.
lot more zombies around me then.
You can't. You hit a stop sign when there was nothing around you. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought he hit a stop sign while dodging zombies. But okay.
okay, I think we're in a safe-ish area.
Yeah, turn on this dirt road. Let's look at some industrial buildings.
Oh.
See what we
Hanging
can
out down
find.
by the cornfield.
Okay. Here we go. Hope there's no massive horde over here.
Doesn't look like it.
Uh,
No, we're out in the middle of farm country. Let's see what we can
I'll
find.
leave the key in the ignition. My God, I took a bite of my throat.
I can't believe you got bit. Come on. Ooh,
Well, at
digital
least
watch.
he told you.
So, okay. Well, at least we found some loot. A little bit. Ooh, fertilizer. Kinji will like that if we ever get to him. He did get bit again. Can't seem to stop. I think he likes it.
Shut up.
Yeah, he got bit by while driving. It's one of those things, man.
See if anything in here is not rotten. Nope, it's all rotten. Oh well. Welcome in. I'm just in the process of unlocking all the doors. Okay. Well, all the food's rotten. There's no water. But there are some houses nearby. You can check those out. We're at least within walking distance of things now. Let's check some of these houses nearby. Oh, shit.
The
I forgot I have to
zombies
go
are
to the
like that.
bathroom. Wait, where are you going?
Oh, the zombies are like that, man. You're in walking distance.
Oh, you're all good, Asbestos. Don't worry. Also, I did record my reaction to the, you asshole. Ah. Alright, fine. Give me your keys. Taking your boots. They have holes in them? No.
Asbestos, did you get the ladder mod installed on this?
Let's see.
Have fun.
Thanks. Thanks. Oh, wait, did I grab your revolver?
I think it's on the floor still.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Oh, you might want to look in my duty belt. I might have something in there.
Is this a 44? Yeah, it is. Right.
44 Magnum.
You also might need his car keys.
I grabbed them. They're in the ignition.
Okay. Right before he dies,
Well,
he throws the car keys out in the wood.
Well, he managed to do one thing right with his last breaths.
I killed myself so I wouldn't have to infect you.
I feel like you could have given it a little more time, but all right. All right.
Yeah, you're right. I could if I just wanted to stop.
Well, here we go.
I'm about tired of being bit. I'm about useless.
I mean, in that
Oh
case,
no.
if I'm going to be in here alone at that point, I might just switch over and do some week 1 madness, 'cause that's always fun. Well, let's see what we find.
Okay, might as well.
I might. We'll see. Oh, I got to be back to Bill 42 for that. Ah, well, I'll have to entertain you guys while the 4 gigabytes downloads. Ooh, okay.
Do you people hear me? I am dead.
Makes it kind of hard to hear you. There we go.
Officer Channy. Down his partner.
Go.
I'm gonna go. Have fun.
Pickles and canned goods, my favorite foods. Hey, give me all those.
Oh,
Don't get tired now. You got to respawn and find me.
no, I left.
Lame. Lame.
You're lame.
Lame.
You're lame. You're lame.
Psh.
You're lamer.
God, I shouldn't have played as a mechanic. I thought we were gonna like be building and shit. Here we are, well, here I am, stranded out in the middle of nowhere. Well, at least there's not many zombies around.
I reckon I'll go then. Bye.
See you later.
And then there was one.
Well, at least the respawn won't be too bad out here, and no. Let's see what the rest of this little collection of houses looks like. I wish I had the carpentry skill to build a rain collector. Little bar. Oh, it's a propane tank. That's pretty nice. Okay. Wait. Are there any containers I can use? Oh, cooking pot. Hell yeah. Wait a second. Give me all those. I'm gonna put it in the one dry spot on this. There we go. Let those fill up. Can I drink from the bird bath? No. Lame. Well, this is usually how it goes when I play with Pug. He dies in 5 minutes. Why is rainwater tainted? Because they need to be fucking pedantic. I don't know. Rainwater has shit in it, but it's not... Like, you should be able to eat. You should be able to drink rainwater. It's not that. It's not fucking that polluted. People make too big a deal out of that. I remember getting, like, people, lots of people saying things about... When I complained about that in one of my videos, like, why can you not drink rainwater? Everyone was like... At least there was a bunch of people in the comment section. Oh, well, that's because it's tainted because it does this or that. And, like, yeah, rainwater... No, rainwater doesn't contain that much stuff. If you leave it stagnant for extended periods, yeah, it'll collect stuff, insect larvae and bacteria. But no,
it also depends on the area. Like, yeah, if you're in like Los Angeles and you collect rainwater, oh yeah, it's full of chemicals and toxins, junk you can't have. Rural Kentucky, not so much.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, you're in New York City, yeah, the water's going to be full of toxic stuff. But
did you hear Chicago just got declared one of like the worst cities in air quality? Not even surprised.
No, not either.
They're not even that big an industry anymore. What the hell are they doing? Ooh, this is nice. This is a nice place. Oh boy.
But yeah, you should always boil it before you drink it anyway.
Oh, hey there.
If you couldn't, boil it, it's understandable.
Yeah.
One time it can kill you, normally. I mean, there's always a slight percentage that it will, but again.
I mean, honestly, even acknowledging the fact that there is some stuff in rainwater, like, the fact that it's, like, in danger of killing you is a bit insane.
Well, it's like the old saying, it's like you can drown in a teaspoon of water. It is possible. I mean, it's not likely, but it is possible.
It is possible. Ooh, organized trait. Yes! Absolutely. You come with me.
I think, the rainwater is pretty much the same situation. Could you get dysentery and die from it? It's possible. Now, is it likely? No.
And in a game that already is full of spaghetti code, maybe you should be focusing on other things.
I mean, unless you're living in, an area that's got a lot of toxic chemicals in the air, or,
Maybe Zomboid Beijing.
Yeah. Actually, even Beijing wouldn't actually be that bad, because the air pollution's pretty bad there sometimes, but water pollution there isn't too bad, so...
Really?
Yeah, not in Beijing.
No, really hoping for a crowbar.
Bangladesh, probably, yeah.
I've heard Bangladesh is, like, notoriously, like, a country I've never heard of, just notoriously polluted. Probably because they take all, like, the U.S.'s trash. A lot of South Asian countries do for a profit.
It's kind of like, drinking water from India. It's not a wise decision. It's like you get in the river down there, what is it, the Ganges?
Yeah.
Where they keep dumping all the chemicals and people are bathing in it at the same time. Yeah, you know that water's full of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they just had a big festival because apparently it's considered like there's some I don't think it's the Ganges. There's some specific Indian river that's considered holy to bathe in, and simultaneously it's one of the most polluted places on Earth.
Yeah, I think it is the Ganges. I think it's the one that goes right through the main city.
Maybe I think it's a different one, but the Ganges is still incredibly polluted. But I think the one I'm thinking of is different because there's there was a big holy festival just recently. Whatever. No, not the books. Let's just put other stuff here. Shovel,
it's the Ganges. I just looked it up.
That was what they were bathing in during the festival?
Yeah, it's the most sacred river for Hindus.
Okay.
Yeah. And they also dump, like, all the trash into it, all the chemicals from factories dumping it
Yep.
into it right above the city. And so then they're bathing in all these chemicals and waste. It's like sewage goes in there. It's like, oh, that is just. Whew. It's wonder they don't end up like the Simpsons, like webbed feet and 6 eyes.
India is an interesting country. They make some choices, man. They make some choices. I mean, it's hard though. I mean, when you got that many people, I have to admit, part of the reason this India-Pakistan war bugs me so much is India is an extremely diverse country. I mean, if big tensions flare up, who knows if small tensions flare up too. I mean, a perfect example being, when Russia and Ukraine started fighting, suddenly you had the reignition of fighting it over Nagorno-Karabakh between Azerbaijan and, who were they? Armenia, I think it was. I mean, all kinds of small tensions could start getting flared up too, and there's plenty of ethnic and religious tension in that area to go around. I do worry for how South Asia will be affected.
I like India, and I like the people from India. They nice. Mm-hmm. I've never ran into one that was, not nice.
Well, I mean, the men could probably learn to be a little. I don't know. Indian dudes got a bit of a reputation for being sometimes very, very just the horniest bastards on earth, but which leads to some problems. But they.
But as a woman, I'm not a woman, so I ain't worried about that. So to me, they seem like really nice people.
Good. I mean, I guess if that's something you can overlook, and I know that there is I guess. I mean, that's something I do keep track of. It's something to watch out for in a people, always, I
don't worry about it. I figure, they over there in their country doing their thing. That's their business. I mean, now if they're coming in my territory over here at my house, and they're hitting on my girl, then we got a problem.
I don't think hitting on is really the issue.
Well, no, I'm trying to put it in the nicest way possible. I mean, if they're over here trying to drive home her leg, I think we'll have a problem with it. But that's not the point. Since they're over there in their territory, I let them do their own thing. I don't care what they do over there as long as they're doing it over there.
All right, fair enough. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. So. Come on. All right. Please don't break. Please don't break. No, well. Figured it would happen to one of them. Oh, there's plenty more crates inside of these buildings. I don't need to worry about them running out. Whatever. Welcome in, Oda Nosferatu, by the way. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see ya. God, we really fucked up this engine just getting here. God, this engine went from green to red just trying to get here because we were just swerving in and out of zombies constantly. You can't help but hit a bunch of them. Ugh. That's just brutal on cars.
You need the armor mod for automobiles.
Maybe. I mean, I am a mechanic, so I could work on it if I wanted to, I guess. Let's place this. Where do I want to put it? Right there's fine.
If I was Pakistan, I think I would be kind of a little on the afraid side.
I mean, neither country is in great shape for a war right now. I mean, even Well,
I think India's got the numbers.
Pakistan has numbers. It's one of the most densely populated areas on Earth. Both of them are. They're not. It's not to mention the fact that this is an old world war. This is one of the. This is one of the few wars that might be a grudge match older than Russia and Ukraine, and that is saying something. Like this could get ugly on a level I don't think a lot of Westerners are even able to comprehend.
Well, I think the last time they were both on the same side, Alexander the Great was the one who took over the place.
Yeah. Before Islam was a thing, before Christianity was a thing.
Back when Alexander the Great was still running around, and he had, both of them under his rule. I think that was the last time they were both on the same side.
Probably. Like I said, we'll have to see. I worry for the region, but I don't know. On the other hand, it's
I'm
like
not worried for it.
there is very much that sense of it's not our fucking problem, because it really isn't, you know.
Yeah.
But also, I'd like to, preferably, people shouldn't be killing each other if at all possible. Like if we could avoid that, guys, it'd be great. I don't know.
Well, we're not the global police force. It's not our job to go around and police everybody else's country.
Yeah, you're right about
Don't
that.
get me wrong. I mean, I don't want people to die, and I don't want people getting killed. But again, this ain't our territory.
You're
We
right.
might
You're
want to worry
right.
about our own, doorstep before we worry about everybody else's.
Yeah. Let's see if we can manage to do that. We haven't done a great job so far. God forbid we handle our own problems. Like, we can't handle our own problems, and we're invested in everybody else's problems.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why this is so heavy. This is the garbage bag with all the medical supplies.
So I look at it and go, well, once we get all of our stuff, up and running and get all of our ducks in a row, then you worry about everybody else. Until we get all of our ducks in a row, let's not be sticking our nose in everybody else's territory.
It's very fair. 100%.
I don't want to see nobody die, but again, there ain't nothing we can do about that.
I mean, the
That's
tomb
not
of
our
Alexander the Great's probably just some random hole in the wall, given he died while they were running away, on the retreat from the Indus Valley. It's probably some just random hole in the wall. Probably never going to find it. My 2 cents, though. Let me see.
I just don't think I'd want India mad at me if I was Pakistan.
I wouldn't want anyone mad at me if I was Pakistan. Pakistan's not a very well put together country. Nothing against the people. It's just not. Super corrupt. The unemployment rate is through the roof. Their economy isn't in good shape. Not that a lot of economies in that region are in good shape. It's
They make crappy knives. I know. I've seen them over at the flea markets.
well, their products in general aren't great and aren't highly in demand on the world stage, which is bad. But hopefully, if Trump can manage some kind of a deal, maybe Pakistan is a very eager country. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speak too much because
Well, I'm
I
not
don't know
speaking
that
ill of
much,
them.
but from what I understand and what I've seen during events such as that New Yorker hilariously who got stuck over there, that was fucking great if anyone remembers that. They seem to be an eager people to engage with the world stage and to be in front of, and to get the world's eyeballs on them. I've never seen, I mean, again, same problems with some of the men as in India, unfortunately, but they, everything I've seen about them is they seem to be a people who are eager to be on the world stage, but, again, that's also true of India. We'll just have to see how things go. I don't know. Those talking points could be about the U.S. I mean, the U.S. just is on the world stage and isn't handling it very well, I would say, is the U.S.'s main problem. That is just me personally, though.
I'm just saying, if I had to throw my hat in the fight here for what side, I'd have to choose, I think I'd choose India.
Yeah, probably. Did you hear about Hassan Piker calling India a terrorist state? Fucking moron.
Yeah, that's not how India works.
Nope. India has a lot of issues. You could probably just stick to criticizing the issues it actually has, Hassan.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's an idiot.
But like I said, if I had to throw my head in the ring behind one of these people, I think it'd be India.
I mean, maybe.
If I was a betting
It's
man.
too early to tell. I mean, with any luck, hopefully things won't progress
I'm
that
just
way.
saying. I'm just saying, if I was a betting man and I had to bet on one of these guys, I'm gonna bet India to take the win on that one.
Yeah.
Not because I have anything against Pakistan personally. I just don't think you'd want to get in a fight with India. They seem a little on the large side for that territory, and they've kind of been fighting with China for quite a while over territory. So
I mean, everybody's fighting with China over territory. My hope is still that China will decide not to invade Taiwan and instead just take territory from Russia. That'd be hilarious. And something that wouldn't piss off the rest of the world stage. I mean, half those landing boats they're building for Taiwan are just river boats they're overcounting. So, with any luck, they plan on not doing it. But then again, China is crazy, so who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
like I said, you respect Xi Jinping as a person, not as a leader, but as a person. I do respect you.
Why is that?
Okay, as a regular person, not as a leader.
Do you know
Because
anything
he
about
had a
him as a
really
regular
hard life.
person? I don't.
Well, I know I've actually seen the documentary about his life and how bad it was. It was like from the History Channel. They had a big documentary about it.
Hmm.
Anyway, how like before the Communist Party took over, his family actually was pretty much the ruling group of China.
Sounds like he had a pretty good gig.
Well, that ain't it. Whenever the Communist Party took over, they killed all of his family basically and put him in the work fields, like working in the rice fields in basically a labor camp. And he worked his way all the way up to being leader. So I do respect him for that. He worked his butt off. He didn't let revenge take hold of him. He didn't lose his composure. So I do respect him there. It's just having enough sense and composure to know when to fold and when to actually do something.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I need to have a lot of respect for him as a leader. I mean, he's I can say he's done
as a leader. I say as a person who went through a lot of trials in his life.
I mean, just because somebody was poor once doesn't mean you need to like them. I know a lot of people who've been poor and they turned out to be very terrible people.
No, he was in a work camp, man. He's like a prison work camp. Most of his,
So
teenage
you can
years.
still be a very, very bad person.
Oh, I didn't say that. Now, I didn't say he was a great person. It's the same way with like Stalin. I respect Stalin's power.
Why? Why do you need to respect Stalin?
No, I say I respect his power, not him. There's a difference. Because he went from being a gray blob in the background to ruling all of Russia.
I mean, that's usually what happens. That's just average. I mean, usually, like look at the Mexican cartels. They've had the same problem. The guy who takes over is the faceless nobody in the background whose main job is being the enforcer. The enforcer takes over after the intelligent guys all get driven out or killed, sometimes by the CIA. I mean, that's Idi Amin. That's El Mencho. That's any number of other brutal totalitarian. That's Stalin. That's any number.
Like I said,
Hitler was actually a notable not example of that. But still.
Well, like I said, I do respect the power he had. I don't say, like I said, as far as he was a bad person, he was evil as can be.
He was.
But again, just because you're evil doesn't mean you don't deserve respect in certain areas.
I feel like you don't need to respect people that are evil, though. I feel like mass murderers, you can be like, no, I'm gonna choose not to respect them. I don't think there's like some
There's a
factual
trait,
need to like respect mass murderers, regardless of what they've done. I don't personally think so.
I respect a certain trait. I didn't say I respect the person himself.
Again, just that he grew up poor. Who cares if he grew up poor? Bad people grow up poor. It happens.
Yeah, that's the difference between like me and some of the people. I look at him and go, yeah, he was evil. I'll give you that one. But he also, he became successful.
Is there a need to do that? Is there a need to acknowledge that Joseph Stalin was successful in rising the ranks? Is there a need to do that? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't need to acknowledge jack shit about Joseph Stalin, who's a tyrannical maniac.
His old son in the gulag. Like I said, he ain't a good person. I never said he was good.
Yeah, but you respect him. I don't know why is there a need to respect crazy people? I don't know. It's just a little weird.
I didn't say I admire him. I didn't say I look up to him.
I didn't say that either. I said you respected him.
So I just respect him to a point.
Yeah, yes, Oda Nosferatu makes a good point. How did he gain all that success? Murder, theft, kidnapping, and more murder. He was very good at all of those things. And to say you respect him is to respect the fact that he was murdering, kidnapping, stealing, embezzling, all kinds of things that make for a successful Russian. Like it's at least in the recent years.
Well, I mean, I look at it is if you can't respect your enemies, you got a problem here. I mean, you have to respect.
There's a problem with me not respecting Joseph Stalin.
No, I said you have to respect your enemies.
That's Joseph Stalin.
If you don't, at the time it was.
He's not anymore. Joseph Stalin's not an enemy anymore.
No, he's dead.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, so he's not really an enemy anymore because he's dead. But no, I'm
Okay.
saying during the Cold War because I grew up in the '80s during the Cold War, so
Hmm.
we were always taught about a lot of the stuff with the Russians. So yeah, like I said, I respect him as an enemy, and I respect him because he, basically pushed them up to where they were, and as a military power, and getting them on the world stage.
I don't know. This feels like a lot of the same, soft, verging on forgiveness crap that's allowed Vladimir Putin to worm his and the Russians to worm their way
Oh
into the
no,
good graces of the American right. If I'm honest.
well no, I look at him and go, no.
Damn
When
it! I
it
forgot
comes
the
to
stupid
Putin,
hammer. Sorry, go on.
oh no, when it comes to Putin, I look at him like Mussolini.
He's a crazy man.
Mussolini's the only guy who joined World War II and didn't have any, armaments, and his troops weren't ready.
Hmm.
Yeah, what were you planning on fighting a war with, man? You ain't got no guns.
He was planning on
And
sending
your troops.
infantrymen in and having them die en masse until they eventually overwhelm the enemy. And that's exactly what he's still trying to do. Even though they
Well, no, I'm
have
saying-
less armored vehicles now than when they started. It's pathetic.
No, I was saying when Mussolini was doing that.
No, yeah, I'm agreeing with
Mussolini
you. Like,
joined
Putin's
World
doing the
War
same thing,
II,
yeah.
Having the weapons. And he showed up to the battle with no supplies, no weapons, and untrained troops.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Putin did.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't respect that. That's just dumb. It even dumber to leave your war chest in another country.
Yes, they froze all his assets. That's been funny. Especially when the United States is like, it basically in control of international banking.
Yeah.
I mean, classic Soviet tactics, send in the meat shields. You're not wrong. I mean, yeah, that's all that Putin wants to do. As much as he claims he's doing something new and interesting, all that the Russians want to do today is what they've always wanted to do, to expand their empire. I mean, they have been, Viktor Solovyov, one of Channel One's most notorious propagandists in Russia, has been floating around the phrase "to the sea" with some regularity. I mean, this is the fact that the Ukraine war isn't being taken more seriously is by either side, Trump or Biden. Neither of them did a good job with this. It's been sad to see, very sad.
Oh, well, I mean, you got to look at the difference between the size of Russia and Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been able to overrun Ukraine in like at
3
least
days.
a year. Oh no, it should take him at least a year. I mean, even with crappy technology and just marching troops in, he should be able to at least overrun the area in about, I'd say, at least a year.
Yeah.
But no, he's been there for how long? And he still ain't took the place.
We're in year 3 at this point.
Yeah.
God, 3 for 3? Really?
So yeah,
Got
like
one.
I said, when it comes to dealing with like Putin, that dude's nowhere near the level of what he thinks he is.
Nope. He wants to be. I mean, actually, he's now officially Russia's longest-serving leader. I believe he just surpassed.
Yeah.
Was it Catherine the Great as Russia's longest-serving leader, which is insane considering what got him there was essentially being a little gray man who didn't rock the boat too much.
I look at it and go, that's not really much of an accomplishment.
Nope. We see
Yeah,
what happens
most
now when he
times-
did rock the boat. Oof.
Well, most time with Russians, it's always another Russian that kills them off.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta be honest, I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been some moment where suddenly the Kremlin goes dark for 48 hours, come back, next thing you know, Putin is no longer in
Mysteriously
power. I'm kind of
he
surprised they haven't
mysteriously had
offed
an
him yet.
accident.
I suppose it's a testament to how good a job he's done in dismantling every possible power structure that could possibly rule in his place, or a candidate who could potentially rule. Navalny is now dead. He was the only other prominent Russian. Well, I guess there was also what's his face, but he got shot down. Damn, what was his name now? The head of
Talking
Wagner.
about the one with the one with all the mercenary troops.
Yeah, the head of Wagner. What was his name?
I
Prigozhin.
don't know.
Prigozhin. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, that would have been the guy that probably would have took him out.
Yeah, if I had to guess now after Putin dies, which, not even saying it like in an assassination, Putin's just not a spring chicken anymore. If I had to guess as to who rules Russia after him, it's probably going to be whoever's on the throne in Grozny. Probably roll in with all the equipment they've been stealing, and then the Chechens will rule it for the next few decades or so. We'll see how that goes for him.
You know, like I said, when it comes to Putin, I put him in the same category as Mussolini.
Crazy asshole. God, I cannot stop
And
breaking these
not
things.
too bright. He got a lot of ambition, but not too bright.
Yeah. He's an intelligence officer at the end of the day. That's what he's trained for. He's not a military guy. He rewards loyalty more than he rewards success, and you can't do that and run a successful military operation. You have to be able to reward success, not just loyalty. But, you know, when you're run by an intelligence officer, that's what your state devolves into, I guess. Some strange inevitability. Quite sad, honestly, to see the Russians. Quite sad.
I feel sorry for the people.
Yeah, we all do, but they could have stopped. But, you know, I don't know. The individual people of Russia are not as against this war as is often depicted. I don't think so.
Well, to me, it's like, you know, they have like tons of farmers and people out in the countryside.
Well, yeah, a lot of them are the ones that are now fighting. I mean, what's important to remember is that a lot of these same Russian... Jesus Christ, I can't stop breaking these things. A lot of these Russians from the middle of bumfuck are the ones going in and committing all these atrocities because they're a bunch of poor peasants from nowhere who would love the chance to enact a lot of these horrendous things they're doing in Ukraine on Moscow. They're not getting that chance, so they'll settle for doing it to the Ukrainians instead. It's quite horrible. That's part of why I say being poor doesn't mean you can't be a bad person, you know? Important to remember.
I didn't say being poor made you, you know, good or bad. I didn't have no problem with that one either way, because that's all on you. You have to make them choices in life.
Yeah, and a lot of these Russians are choosing to be monsters. It's quite the shame.
But again, when you got to go fight in Russia, it's not like it's really a choice. It's either you go fight or they kill you anyway. So.
More than you might think, actually. As of recently, they've actually had enough surge because there's been Jesus Christ. There has been enough of perception that the war could be ending soon that they've actually had an uptick in recruits to the point they've actually started being somewhat picky and not just taking, you know, anybody who can like stand on 2 feet. It's actually been getting a little bit better for them, sadly. Especially as, you know, the Russia's regular economy is suffering more and more. God damn. Well, thank God I got a lot of these crates. Yeah, the Russians are not as against this war as is often depicted. It's not great. It's not great. Part of why the U.S. needs to take a fucking stand. Until we do, the Russians will continue to think that there's some hope of taking Ukraine, which there isn't. Even if they military rolled into Ukraine and killed Zelensky and put a puppet into office, they would just be facing down the prospect of ruling over Ukrainian Afghanistan and facing whatever Ukrainian ISIS would look like, complete with all of its drone technology. I would not want to face that. I wouldn't want to have to rule over that country. Russia shouldn't want to rule over Ukraine at this point. The insurgency they would face would be unlike anything any nation has ever faced before. It would be impossible.
No single dictator can keep it's basically an enslaved population, you know, who's being forced that way permanently.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. At some point, they're going to rise up against you. I mean, you can you can occupy their territory, but at some point, they're going to rise up.
I mean, they are. They're fighting the whole war.
It may take them, even if it takes 100 years, they will rise up and eventually kick you out.
Yeah.
And so you might as well just go ahead and, you know, leave them alone and go on about your business.
Well, Putin can't let the war end because then his own soldiers would just turn on him. Jesus Christ. I should not be breaking this many crates. Dear God. Fucking Project Zomboid.
Well, then people would consider him a failure in his own country. And in Russia, if you're a failure, ask him when you end up behind the chemical shed.
Well, no, I mean, he's an FSB officer. It's not about the spin, really. It's about the fact that he's, Jesus fucking Christ. That he's just sacrificed so much, people wouldn't be able to, God, fuck it. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with me that I can't look at these stupid crates? There's just been too much sacrifice at this point. He couldn't do it. Along with the fact that, you know, his military action has allowed other groups who could potentially challenge him, such as the Chechens, to increase their military output, military standing. They have a ton more gear now, and he's had to give them massive amounts of money to keep them from attacking Moscow while they're dealing with the Ukrainians. It's just... Putin couldn't afford to bring his own military home because they, like as I said, they would just turn on him immediately. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll see how it goes for him. Probably not well. There's two of these two in it.
I just remember the Russians from the 80s, and back then, you know, you had